In my opinion, the video to be polite in British English part 2 is very useful for people who are learning English, especially because it explains an important cultural aspect of the language. Okay, politeness. When we learn a language, we usually focus on grammar and vocabulary. But this video reminds us that the way we say things are just as important as what we say. Okay. One thing I like about the video is that it shows how British English often sounds more indirect and softer than other forms of English instead. Okay, of giving direct orders British speakers. Usually it turns requests into questions or an extra words to sound more respectful. Okay. For example, saying "Could you help me, please?" Saying "Could you help me, please?" Okay. Instead of "help me," this small change makes the sentence sound friendlier and more polite. And another important idea in the video is that politeness in English is not only about saying please and thank you, although those words are very important. It is also about tone expressions and the way we structure sentence. For example, many polite expressions use the modal verbs like could or would, which make requests sound less demanding and more considerate. According to language learning researchers, polite English often sums statements and turns them into questions, so the other person feels respected and comfortable. I also think the video is helpful because it shows how language reflects culture. British culture is often associated with courtesy and indirect communication. Okay, so learning these expressions helps learners sound more natural and avoid sounding rude without meaning to. Okay, understanding this cultural aspect can improve communication with native speakers. Okay. However, one limitation of the video is that because it is very short, it cannot explain all the situations. Okay, where politeness is used, it only gives a few examples. For a learner, it will be useful to see more real conversations are longer and examples to practice these expressions. In conclusion, I believe this video is a good learning resource. It's good learning resource because it teaches not only vocabulary but also cultural communication skills. It reminds us that being polite in English is about choosing the right words and speaking in a respectful way for English. For English learners, understanding this can make conversations smoother and more effective. Thank you. Have a good night.